Ahoy there! Captain Benzie here, coming at you with another patch notes video for Eve Echoes. And yes, 2 patch notes videos in as many weeks. Netties are spoiling us right now with a whole slew of new events over the Chinese New Year period. I'm really enjoying these, I hope you are too. Let me know in the comment section down below. Last week, of course, we had the new think tank building project added to the game, along with the ship loading system. Now, whilst these are temporary for the time being, it does look like they are using this as a testing ground, as something that may be added permanently or will repeat in future events. And there's a whole load of new stuff coming in this week's update as well, which I'm personally pretty excited about. Now, talking about things I'm pretty excited about, if you do want to go the extra mile to help support this channel, you know by now that I have a Patreon page where you can pledge to support. If you head over there, I am bringing back the whole name in the stars at the end of my videos. So if you want to have your name shown at the end of the videos, you can head over to Patreon, pledge to support there, and you'll have your name featured in the end credits from the beginning of February onwards. Finally, before we jump in, I do apologise, my throat is still pretty messed up at the moment. I'm not sure what this sort of cough and tickly throat thing going on is right now, but it just doesn't seem to be going away, so please bear with me on that. Anyway, usual like, subscribe, all that jazz. Let's have a look at the patch notes then for the 19th of January 2022. First up then, the new event, Soft Drink Splendor. This is the one I kind of teased with that Quaif graphic last week. I don't know if you noticed it in the videos. Starting on January 20th, ending on February 16th. So it's the same ending as all the other events that we've seen. Things like the think tank and the ship loaning are all ending on about the 15th, 16th of February as well. Super Soft Drink Company has launched the latest soft drink and prepared a promotional program. Complete daily missions to get 4-digit lucky numbers. The company will declare winning numbers and distribute the prize to capsuleers with the winning lucky numbers of the day. So this is playing heavily into the whole Chinese New Year thing of good luck and sort of good fortune. I imagine we'll see a lot of like red and gold colour schemes coming through here as well. Reward settings. On the day of the lucky draw, a random 4-digit, i.e. 2022, number will be chosen as the winning number. First prize for all 4 digits of the winning number, matching your lucky number, a prize pool of up to tens of millions of splendid coupons will be divided among all winning players. Crikey, those splendid coupons have been difficult to get, so seeing the concept of tens of millions of them being doled out is pretty cool, but obviously it will be doled out depending on how many people win. Kind of like the National Lottery. If you've got your big jackpot and 5 people win it, then you will get a fifth of the jackpot kind of thing, which makes sense. Second prize, the last 3 digits of the winning number match the last 3 digits of the lucky number. A prize pool of several million splendid coupons will be divided among all winning players, so it's a smaller prize pool divided there. Third prize, the last 2 digits matching will receive a fixed prize of splendid coupons. Hopefully that's a couple of thousand at least, because some of those prizes are quite a lot of coupons. I'd be looking for this to be somewhere in hopefully at least the 5 to 10,000 range, we'll hopefully see. And consolation prize, lucky numbers that have not won any of the 3 lottery draws will automatically redeemed for lucky packs with a chance to obtain various materials. I imagine there'll be things like some nanocore materials and stuff like that in there, but I can't confirm, I have no idea. But that's just the kind of thing they like to put in these. Possibly some skill points, insurance points, that kind of thing. Wouldn't it be amazing if there was some Plex in there for a change? It's never going to happen. Anyway, detailed rules are listed on the event page, so when the update is done tomorrow, if you log in, you'll have detailed rules on how this all works there. Now, I know some people are going to complain, oh great, it's more gambling. That's really not gambling, you're not buying anything. Gambling requires stakes, and there are no stakes involved here. You go out and you play the game like you're going to anyway, you're going to earn some lucky numbers, and if any of your lucky numbers happen to match, then you win some prizes. It's like a lucky dip, if anything. Like this, it's not gambling. Sorry, I get annoyed when people do sit there and go, oh look at NetEase gambling. You're not paying for anything, you're not buying anything here, it's just free prizes if you're lucky, and that's cool to me. New content, Wargames Dir Reflection, again starting on January 20th, extending through to February 16th. In response to the growing demands from capsuleers to participate in Faction Wargames battles with their own ships, Concord has prepared a new kind of wargame, the Dir Reflection. In Dir Reflection, players can use their own custom ship, modules and fittings, and form fleets of 2 to 3 members to fight against other teams, or fight one-on-one battles. So one-on-one has made it in. I know a lot of people are going to be very excited for that. Warping engines are banned in Dir Reflection, and the periphery of the battlefield is placed with destructive field generators to limit the battlefield range. So this is an arena. If you go too far, you will be destroyed. What we know there, when it says warping engines, that means you cannot engage your warp drive. You can, I'm sure you'll still be able to use micro warp drives, but you won't be able to jump or, initiate a warp of 150 kilometers or anything like that. Those are going to be banned in there. Destroy all the enemies in your way to win the battle. So this is what we've been hinted at for a while now, up to 3v3, or you can do 1v1 in this. You pick your own ship, and you go up against whoever. Now, I don't know if this is going to be divided into classes, because it's going to seem pretty weird if someone queues up with something like I almost said a Tristan Assault. I would love them to be able to queue up with a Tristan Assault. If they queued up with something like an Incursus Assault, sorry, I'll get there in the end. Someone queues up with a Tech 7 Incursus Assault and ends up going against something like a Tech 10 Stabber 2, or someone queues up with a Stabber Fleet issue and gets thrown into an Apocalypse Striker or something like that. I imagine there's probably some kind of gating involved in this. There might also be a particular list of ships that you can choose from and then you change your fitting. I'm not sure how this will work, but I'm excited for it. 1-on-1, 2v2 and 3v3 dueling with your own ships and fits, but you don't lose the ship as far as I can gather in on this, hence the name Dir Reflection. You kind of dock with your ship, you enter with your ship, the game makes a reflection of it, you then use that, and so if it's destroyed you still keep the original ship. This is an excellent way for players to engage in PvP and sort of learn more about these kind of duels and fights. Now, dueling and one-on-one and stuff like that isn't overly common in nullsec piracy. You kind of take whatever you're up against. This is more like sort of World of Warcraft's Arena or The Feast in Final Fantasy XIV, where it is sort of team v team, but with your ability to modify your own equipment and stuff like that. And I'm pretty excited to see how this goes, and I look forward to hearing all your stories of how well you do. Then we have some optimizations and bug fixes, the usual updated estimated prices based on successful transactions in the market, because it's not a real patch note without those, and adjusted some questions and answers for the think tank building project, and issued compensation. That'd be quite nice, because there have been a couple of errors. Most notably, one I've had DM'd to me a lot over the past day, is you warp into a mining fleet looking for, some PvP, and you see 20 retrievers all lock onto you at once and launch drones. What do you do? And the correct answer is to report them. Now, this is because it's a translation error. It's what they're focusing on here is the fact that all 20 of them lock onto you at the exact same time, and all 20 launch drones at the exact same time. Basically, someone is using a sort of keystroke emulator on that to get all of the ships to, to get multiple accounts to be doing the same thing at the exact same time with one press. Obviously, if you warp into a fleet of retrievers and one by one they start locking you and attacking you, the correct answer to that should be warp off. Like, you're probably not going to do particularly well against a fleet of 20 retrievers and their drones. You might take one down, but I doubt it. Anyway, there's been some absolute blinders in there as well, like what is the best of these modules for up close and personal damage, nunchucks, how do you find someone in a, what do you use to find other players in combat in a system, police dogs, stuff like this. It's been a blast, and I love that level of humour that they've put in there. So thank you to the developers for that. Finally then, bug fixes. Fix the issue that some players couldn't open the Alliance Diplomacy interface due to an empty data created by Alliance disbandment. Niche, but bug fixes are always good for me. Now, I'm big on this. I really like all of this. I'm excited to see the new Wargames. I will do a video on this and showcase it to the best of my ability. I still need to do a video looking at how best to do the whole ship loaning section. But I quite like this soft drink Splendor as well. It's a cool, interesting bit of lore there going on with the Quaif company. And we just get lucky prizes. I think anything that gives everyone prizes is pretty cool. And the fact that even if you don't win anything, there is a guaranteed consolation prize, that's pretty sweet as well. More reasons to log in, more reasons to play the game, more reasons to have fun. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Otherwise, folks, I will see you in New Eden tomorrow once the maintenance is over. So, yeah, happy sailing, and see you in New Eden.